I want to welcome you to this week's Wednesday Word of Encouragement. And once again, I find myself very excited to share with you the Bible reference that God's led me to. One of the reasons that I find great excitement in this, it reminds me of a ministry event in my life some 38, maybe more years ago when I was a youth minister in the Advent Christian Church in Dover, Florida. And I know that as we were working in our children's ministry, I remember sitting there in church and I saw a pew that was just full of these young children that were a part of our church, and they were there in the service. And quite frankly, what came to my mind was the fact that they were sitting there being little children. And I just envisioned that that was annoying some people. And the verse that came to my mind that I stood up and shared with the church was that passage in Matthew chapter 19, verse 14, where we read, Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these." Of course, most of us remember that when Jesus said that, the event was that the disciples were trying to prohibit the little children from coming unto him, and he kind of rebuked them and said, "Don't hinder them. Let them come unto me." Now, I can't pretend to unpack all of the theological truths that are in this story, but what I can tell you is this verse came to mind when this past Sunday night, when we had our Family Fun Fall Festival, and we had trunk or treat, and we had a hayride, and we had games and popcorn for the children of our church and community. And we were overwhelmed with how many children came, much, much more than we have involved in our church from the surrounding area, and their families came. And I couldn't but help think what a joy it is when we can be a part of not hindering the little children from coming unto Jesus, but welcoming them and sharing our ministry. And not only do we have a lot of our children there, but our older youth were right there in the middle of everything helping. And it just was a blessing to me. I was just so encouraged by the direction that the ministry to children and youth is going in our church. And I was reminded with a thankful heart and a smile on my face of Matthew 19:14 when Jesus said, "Let the little children come unto me. Do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these." May God continue to bless us. May He bless you as you minister to the children in your life, in your church, and in your community. God bless everyone today.